Welcome to the first and premiere episode to the Hit the Showers podcast brought to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. Got a few familiar faces here with us this evening. Got as you know, co-host of the Do Fools Agree podcast, Mr. Michael Reggie.
How you doing tonight, Cliff?
I'm here.
Quite the show.
I'm here after that one. I showed up at least, unlike some people. But also, got somebody else in here. We got Malcolm King in the building. You probably know him from the Do Fools Agree as well.
Yes, sir. The shining rising star. Call me Young Prince.
Something you can call it something. And then we got this buster ass nigga here at the bottom.
What's up, peoples? What's going on?
What's up, Pop?
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
You good.
Can't nobody see you, but we can hear you.
What do you mean you can't see me?
I can't see you. I don't see you on here.
No, he's on.
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, I'm on. Maybe there's something wrong with you, Malcolm.
Yeah,
I had to slide over a page. I had to slide over a page on my iPhone.
Okay.
I see him.
But of course, we're here to talk the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl.
Super Brady, you mean?
Yes, right. Super Brady.
Man.
Super Brady.
It's a man you never bet against.
I'm sorry.
Hard to deny.
I'm sorry.
You said it, didn't you? You said it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Does anybody disagree?
No, he's clearly cements him as the GOAT. Period.
Right. He's the GOAT. He's truly the GOAT.
He is.
Oh yeah.
Gotta give it to him.
No doubt.
That's
no
a
doubt.
bad
This time
man.
he's a bad man. All right.
Yeah.
That,
I agree.
You know what I will say though is what I noticed watching the game, and not to take anything from his outing, he did his thing out there. You know what I mean?
But you about to take something away from it though.
Right.
Yeah,
you know that's how Cliff starts this
He about to
shit.
hate. He a Raiders fan. He got to.
Okay, let it go, Malcolm.
But what I will say, what I will say is, and I even hate to give it to the person I'm about to give it to, but what I will say is, it seems like when you have someone as dominant like that in any other sport, such as LeBron, they don't get the calls that Brady gets. You feel what I'm saying? LeBron doesn't get the fouls. He doesn't get the shit. Brady, they almost kind of
They cater to him.
They do. They do.
You know what?
They even
you know
adjusted the game for Brady.
I will agree as a Bills fan, because I tell you what, we didn't get those fucking defensive holding calls all fucking night.
Man, only one of them was legit. There was one of them that was legit. The other one was not legit. Though.
But there were like 10 defensive holding calls.
Listen,
Or more.
Right?
Or more.
It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
It was a lot of penalties. I think they had at one point like 9 penalties or 10 penalties for 100 yards.
But then again,
They gave
I
a
think
stat.
The defense was antsy.
They gave a stat during the game about
you
how
all right.
when a defense commits a penalty, an offense is 30% likely to score, and when they commit more than one on a drive, they're 70% likely to score. And you saw that in full effect tonight.
Yeah, no, you definitely did. You definitely did. They stopped them on the 1 yard line.
They did.
On the 1 yard line. And that's when it was like, oh, they're going to need a little help this game. Let's start throwing the out. God.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
But I understood exactly what you meant when you said don't bet against Brady.
You can't.
I knew exactly what you meant even when you said it. I just thought that I won't even say that Mahomes would show up, because Mahomes made 3 passes that could have been touchdowns. That
Mahomes was hitting his players in the face, in the chest.
He was
putting the ball. He was putting the ball where it needed to be.
He was.
Even while on the run, mid-air, falling.
He was
falling, turning around while falling.
They were not catching those balls.
It was almost like they weren't ready. They didn't even think he would get the ball off. So I don't know what it was. They just were missing everything.
Who froze?
The Zoom call was frozen. It's good now. Now it's back. Y'all were froze for a second.
Malk, I want you to know right now, any issue that you experience is on your end, dude.
Okay. Cliff was just standing still. I can't. No, it keeps going in and out.
That's you, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Nobody's.
But
Dang, yeah, Mike. I don't know what's going on my end, but all y'all are frozen, going in and out.
All right, well, we'll keep the show going. We're not going to interrupt the show if one person's cutting out.
Right. Yeah.
Love you, Malk.
If it's just me, if it's just me, I might have to get up off here. If it's just me, that's no fun for me. But let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling.
Well,
so Mahomes got zero help from the Kansas City offense, period, minus maybe Kelsey.
Right.
And even Kelsey couldn't get open.
Kelsey did his thing over the middle all night.
He did.
He did a little bit. He did a little bit. I thought he would have did more. Honestly, I said he was going to have to be the X factor for them to win it.
Absolutely.
What I didn't get is why Mahomes didn't go to the outside more. And my thing is they were doubling up towards the second half, Kelsey more, but the whole time they had Hill just on lock.
Well, and that's because they were double covering him.
They were double Kelsey and Hill.
They were running a too high safety look, which gives them basically the corner over Hill and then the safety bracketing him up top. And you're right, they didn't throw to the outside once. And I don't know. I mean, I am not one to doubt Mahomes, but I don't remember him throwing a whole lot outside against us either, against the Bills last week. So is that just not his ball? Can he not throw the sideline ball?
It's not even that. It's you guys have to listen. And as an Eagles fan, you guys have to look at Andy Reid. You have to look at Andy Reid. This is an Andy Reid move. This is what he does. This is why we got rid of Andy Reid. He's hit or miss. He'll take you to a big game in the past, the NFC Championship, the AFC Championship, maybe even the Super Bowl, right? But he doesn't come up big when it counts. Last year, I feel like it was almost a fluke. Like, I feel like that was a good team, but I feel like that's the true Andy Reid we know. He does not win when it counts. He never has. Besides last year, all the years he's been coaching, he never won until last year.
That sounds like a bitter Eagles fan.
No, Mike. Mike, we're not. No, this is factual. This is fact. This is not even an opinion. This is a fact. Andy Reid won his first Super Bowl last year. Mike, you don't even watch the games half the time. You be asleep. But listen, in that game, think about it. All right, let me give you an example. Andy Reid is known for trick plays, right? He'll draw some shit. He's one of the best. Draw some shit up, right, with Mahomes. Like, he can do some shit that you don't see. He didn't do any of that in this game. It was just flat. It was like it was just basic play calling. There was nothing.
I mean, they opened the game with a fucking end around, and then Tampa Bay did the same shit the next series. That's not accurate.
Yeah.
I think that short cover that Tampa Bay played on defense all day, even them rushing four, they were adequate.
They were getting
at rushing four.
Well, and
they were getting touches. They made Mahomes scramble more than I've seen him usually have to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that is
He was
correct.
backpedaling a lot today.
He ran a lot.
Tampa Bay can send Buffalo their thank you card for crippling Kansas City's offensive line last week.
Yeah, I didn't know dude was out. I didn't know he went out last week.
Who?
Their left tackle.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah, their offensive line. Listen, their offensive line is all banged up, and that's not an excuse though. I feel like
no, not at all.
What I'm saying?
But I told y'all
still should have.
After watching that Raiders game twice this year and seeing how their defense exposed Kansas City outside game, if they contained it like they did, it was going to be a problem, and it was a huge problem, man.
Well,
they could not get that ball outside for anything. The run game wasn't doing much.
No.
And then Kelsey by the third quarter, he was just beat up.
Right.
He tried to throw to him 8 times.
Well, Tampa Bay's tough though because they run that fucking Patriots 2-4-5 defense, right? And that's not what a lot of teams run. So you've got linebackers all over the fucking place. You're bringing 2 linebackers because those are in essence your other 2 down linemen, right? So what teams have been successful with against Kansas City is pressuring and getting there. Where teams fail is where they pressure and don't get there. And with Kansas City's O-line crippled, they could get there all night. They were in his face all fucking night.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But listen, let's give the Bucs defense, like you said, credit because let's be honest. Most of the season they were not playing this way, and they played a hell of a game tonight.
Let me say one name: Jack Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, even bigger than him, that Devin White.
I was about to say.
He did. Listen,
dude. Devin White, I think it was like the second or third defensive snap for Tampa Bay. His closing speed was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Crazy. And who's that cornerback or safety for the Bucs too? That was it Murphy Bunting, or he had like 2 last names or something like that. He's shut down. He's been shut down too in the playoffs for the Bucs. Their safety or their corner. I can't remember his last name, but he's been locking dudes down. Like he was shutting Tyreek Hill down. I mean, I feel like the Chiefs just didn't come to play either. I feel like they look sloppy from the jump.
That first
you know
pass,
I mean?
I saw that first pass on that. I think it was either the first or second drive where Mahomes let it loose and Tyreek Hill. It went straight through his hands in the end zone.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Said, oh, this is gonna be a long game.
That's what I'm saying. They just look flat.
If he can't make them catches, it's gonna be a long game.
But I'm gonna tell you what though,
it was flat.
The Bucs run game with the 2 running back, the duo, that ground and pound was something else tonight, man. They shoot that clock up.
Fournette put
up
100.
That's what I didn't understand.
Yards, right?
The Chiefs have just as much depth, if not more, at running back, and they only use the rookie.
Yeah,
they've got Bell, they've got and somebody else.
You know what? It was almost the opposite of the Ravens-Bills game.
The Kansas City Bills game?
No,
the Ravens
Bills game.
Yeah.
Where they kept running the ball over and over and over, and they wouldn't commit to the pass. In this game, they were passing over and over and over, and they wouldn't commit to the run. He got that 126-yarder fresh out of the second half. And then even after that, they didn't really go back to him like that.
Right.
Yeah,
you gotta let him get loose.
They only had like 13 or 12 rushing attempts outside of Mahomes. So yeah, you're right.
And then,
I mean, that was heavy pass the whole time.
And then at some point, Mahomes was hurt. He was limping. Listen, let's be honest. I think we can all agree on this. This couldn't be written more perfectly. I agree that Brady's a GOAT. Don't get me wrong. He definitely solidified and he's a GOAT. I'm just saying, let's think about it. He's 43 years old, new team. They're playing the Super Bowl at their own right. They're playing the Super Bowl at their own home stadium. You know what I mean? Like it was just like kind of like with my Lakers in basketball. It was written after Kobe died for us to win. I was like, it was written for Tom and them to win. Like it was just too good for them not to win. Like I just didn't see it happening any other way. Like honestly, the reason why I'm mad, I took the bet that I did and I bet on the Chiefs. It was different from you, Cliff, is because Jonathan from the wedding, one of my best friends who I've met, he's one of those mantra guys, I bet you won't, and I'm a I bet I will type of person. So he sent me a text earlier saying I don't even watch football, but I'm betting on Tampa because I live here and everybody's going crazy. I said bet. You know,
I was in that message. I was in that feed.
Right. And what did you
learn? I did the same thing, man. I hit all 3 of my people. I hit Cliff early, and then my buddy Marquise, I hit him for 100. I hit David for 50. Everybody paid up. Today was a good day.
I hope you get a bill. I hope you get a bill, Rob, talking about you owe some 200 or some shit. I hope somebody hits you with a bill talking about you owe car registration fee or some shit.
Listen.
Right.
Here's what it is for me though. I saw this happen to my quarterback. I bet against Brady for years when I had Peyton Manning. And as soon as Peyton Manning got to the Super Bowl with Denver, once he left us, I bet on him because I knew it. I said it's written. Like Malcolm said with the Lakers, it's written. It's going to happen. And just like with Tom Brady leaving New England, going over there, if he got that team to the Super Bowl, he was not going to lose.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Facts. At home, Rob. At home.
It's not going to happen.
Tampa.
Yeah,
I would have taken that bet with 10 more people. I
Right.
promise.
Listen, I almost flipped the bet and bet at somebody else and said, I've got Tampa. I'll bet 200 on Tampa. So that way, either way, when I lose, I still came up.
Because that's the kind of motherfucker you are.
You're right. Because my gut instinct was like, don't bet against Tom. But like I said, the situation, I was like, bet. You know,
I bet against that man for years and lost every single time. Every time.
Me too.
Okay. Can we have a flashback, you guys, real quick? I'm still mad about the tuck rule. Okay, I'm still upset about that.
Tuck rule.
That's
what's wrong.
Yeah, the tuck rule.
You gotta protect your quarterback.
Protect what?
You gotta protect your quarterback. You gotta protect your quarterback. You can't let them just be getting blown up.
No, he fumbled the ball, Malcolm. What are you talking about protecting?
Who fumbled?
Tom Brady fumbled the ball against the Raiders, and they called a tuck rule. They ain't never had a tuck rule in football in life.
We ain't talking about no Raiders.
Well, I'm mad, bro.
Man.
I'm still mad about that. Okay.
Flashback.
Yeah.
Mike, you want to go back to the Rich Gannon? You want to go back to the Aaron Brooks, Rich Gannon era too?
No, Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, let's go there.
Y'all clowning.
No.
Man.
Listen, what I am though is I'm surprised in this game that Gronk got as much off as he did.
I'm not.
He did. He looked good though. He did.
I'm not. He waited for that. He didn't get that much action the last 3 games.
Exactly, which is exactly
all season.
Basically,
which is exactly why I figured. Wouldn't you think line up on Gronk if he enters the game? Like what? Like, what is he there for if he's in the game?
Although I'll tell you what, he blocked pretty solidly all night.
He blocked. He
didn't do bad.
Block.
He didn't do bad.
I think because of him, the averages were as they were. Because I just looked at it.
Yeah.
And you got to think, it's tough when your running backs produce better percentage on average per down in the second half.
Right.
They both were around averaging 4 to 5 yards a carry in the first half, where they were getting chunks of 8 and 9 on runs in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, that's tough because those guys were beat down. I mean, the defensive line for Kansas City at that point was winded, and they were going to the right corner every time. Gronk was over there popping boys. I mean, just like he was blocking like he was on the line.
He was.
Right.
You know? So
like,
I mean, he's a big dude too. So that's, I mean, when you got that extra man and he can bounce off you and make the play and catch the ball, that's tough.
And the Honey Badger, he pissed me off. He ain't do shit. He
almost had an interception, but they called it.
I almost don't count besides horseshoes and whatever it's called. Like
the penalty wasn't his fault though.
and you see Tom Brady getting in his ass every time, letting him know too. Every time the Honey Badger run his mouth, Tom Brady run up to him and let him know I'm on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to stop nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
That's why I didn't even understand that call. Like that call was crazy.
That was stupid.
Like, it was
stupid. That was stupid.
Like let the boys talk. Like they're just talking. Like what is the problem? Nobody threw a
Because it's Tom Brady. Because it was Tom Brady. Oh, it's Tom.
But and you know what though? The whole thing that really upset me about it is that you made all those calls in the first half. You feel me? Because that shit affects a team's confidence. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when you're stopping them like that constantly in the first half, it's like, well, damn. By the time the second half come, they came out hot, but all it takes is a couple stops and you feel like you're defeated already. That was a worse game to me than last year with the Patriots and the Rams.
I agree.
I can't say nothing against the whole feminist stronghold and women's empowerment and all that. For the first time having a female referee in the Super Bowl, she made absolutely 0 calls.
No, I know she made at least one because
she made a couple good ball placements.
spots.
Right.
I do, and I'm not even clowning. I'm just saying.
And you know what? And you know what? Pause. She also had a great no call on Tyrann Mathieu where she could have flagged his ass. He got flagged later, but
she was letting him play.
Yeah. Listen, she was the only one letting him play.
Right. Right.
Goodness fucking gracious.
Yeah, that was. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The last 20 minutes of the game, I turned it off. I think we can all agree too, even for viewership. When there's a blowout, I don't want to see a blowout. I want to see a close game, especially in the championship. Like, it wasn't even fun the last 20 minutes of the game when it was a blowout. I was just
out of respect for Mahomes, and because like they said, they had all three quarterbacks in that arena tonight that have thrown 50 touchdowns in a season.
Touchdowns.
Right.
You know, with Tom Brady, Mahomes, and Manning. So with what he's done over his career and the comebacks I've seen him make and the games I've seen him where I'll just naturally count a quarterback and a team out, I would never stop watching him. I stopped watching really around like the 3-minute mark.
But see, I'm a what have you done lately? Just like Aaron Rodgers when he won the MVP and he had a great season statistically. None of that matters after he lost in the. You know what I mean? Like we could say, I'm not saying Mahomes isn't exciting to watch. He is for sure, and he will be to come. I'm just saying after that performance by him and the whole team collectively, I was off watching it when it was when it's clearly going to be a blowout. I was like, there's nothing else to see here. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing.
Just like I was saying earlier, though. Like I said, if Brady would have had a Jets team this year that he took to the Super Bowl, just based off of the odds of a team winning back-to-back Super Bowls, I would have still bet on Brady and the Jets.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
Right, not on the Jets. No,
I would not bet against that. I would not bet.
That's a bad bet.
Right, Mike.
Just like I said, Manning taking that team was 4-12.
Yeah.
Manning taking that Denver team to the Super Bowl, it would have been the same equivalent of Brady taking the Jets. You get a quarterback like that to the Super Bowl and they make it with a team like that. I'm not.
He had a lot of pieces. He had a lot of pieces.
Rob.
It's not
Denver. He had a lot of pieces, Rob.
It's not the Jets.
Time out.
Versus the Jets. What they had.
Rob, time out. The Buccaneers were 7-9 last year and had the same pieces besides Rob Gronkowski and Antonio Brown, the only two, aside from Brady being the only additions.
You can't even really
count
fact
that they didn't have the pieces in Denver, Rob. They had the pieces.
And he wasn't utilized like
right.
that.
So hold on. So you're helping my case. You're helping my case. So all they had was really Gronk and Brady. Then you're saying and Fournette is an addition. It was overall the same team. Brady coming there with pieces already for the most part helped lead that team because Brady led that team. But if Peyton Manning would have went to the Jets, they had no pieces. That's different. They have nobody. Literally, they have nobody. Nobody on the Jets. Brady would have had
either
nobody
way,
to work with.
if they were 16-0, either way, you take a team to the Super Bowl, coming off of being traded from a different team, going from one franchise to another. You take that team to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to bet against you.
But the flip side
especially
of that,
if you're Manning or Brady.
But the flip side of that is Brady and Manning, they would not have joined teams that were shit.
Right.
Because at what point, how does that help their legacy? It doesn't.
And Brady's 43, Rob. He don't got time to rebuild.
Right.
He don't got no time to rebuild.
But how do you really consider a team shitty, though?
What do you mean? How do you
see the Jets?
Have you seen the Jets?
Like weapons. Like, what do you mean? How do you consider them?
Listen.
The Jets ain't had shit, bro.
They were trash.
But I mean, that's
the Jets had some close games, guys. The Jets had some really close games.
Yeah, they almost beat the Raiders.
Yeah. Okay. Got jokes.
Mike threw a fit. Look. Mike threw a fit, started pouting, and threw his towel down and shit, and stormed out the room. I said, Mike, y'all won. So I looked up again and said, y'all won somehow at the last minute.
Yeah.
He came in there right.
That was
Mike's a little kid.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
I had him on TikTok, but no, Brady's the GOAT. I mean, I don't even know if Mahomes will ever pass him as far as legacy goes. Even with the years to go, I I mean,
The
Mahomes
point-
is great, but Brady just really
I mean, he got a long way to go.
He
got a
does.
long way to
Set the
go.
bar
And the
high.
point that I love, though, because they made that point, I think, late in the second half, the announcers did, that even if he gets to the same number as Brady, he is not the GOAT because he lost head-to-head in the championship.
You know,
wouldn't
that's a
say
good
that.
point.
I wouldn't take it there.
I would.
Why not?
There's only
But
one.
no.
There's only one argument that I can bring up for this, and it's so valid that you can't dispute it. And here's why I'll say that: you can have all these Super Bowls. Yes, Brady's done it with the great dynasty. He had a great team. He's overall had with Belichick like the premier system to get to where he did aesthetically. But from an outside standpoint, if you're looking at it, you got caught cheating, man. You went to court and they proved that you cheated. You were proven guilty, took the penalty for it, you know, paid your fines and everything.
We talking about
But
the
at the
wet
same-
footballs here?
Right.
We talking about
Deflategate.
that?
Hey,
Nobody
but,
cares.
Hey, it was against my team. It was against the Colts, okay?
Nobody
You can get caught cheating. And a lot of
Bitter.
NFL
Yeah.
teams
Bitter.
cheat. You know it. People still play books. They deflate balls, whatever. Teams cheat. You got caught. Okay?
Rob's like a bitter. Hey, Rob's like
But
a bitter ex.
That will
There you go.
forever
No,
taint him.
It
in my
doesn't taint
eyes.
him. It's not like he was fucking juicing. Like, it's not like he's fucking
Right.
Barry Bonds.
Right.
No,
But when you're playing in negative 10-degree weather and you're deflating balls that you've had in
Man,
a
get out of here.
in a
Well, see,
practice
here's
all
my-
week.
Shit. He still threw a touchdown.
Right.
Right.
What the hell, man?
I know They
Fuck,
make it
like
easier for him.
stupid.
Yeah.
Listen, here's my counter to that though. Here's my counter to that.
The
And
judge
it-
said he was guilty.
And it may not even be the best counter, but to compare it to boxing, you can
It's like patting
say
your gloves, man. Come
well
on.
wait, you can say that Floyd Mayweather got a hold of Canelo early. You feel me?
Mhm.
Being the Tom Brady, Floyd Mayweather being a Tom Brady, and Canelo being a Patrick Mahomes. And you can say that once Canelo developed,
It'd have been a different story.
exactly. Now, I'm not saying by any means that he would have still won. But what I'm saying is the development that takes place afterwards can't be measured by that first game that y'all played. You know what I mean? So when you say he'll never be able to be the GOAT because he didn't beat him early, that just is that comes from the fact that they said it in the game. Brady was graduating from high school when
When he was 6
Mahomes was
years old.
born. No,
No,
when
he was
Mahomes
6
was
years-
born.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you know how much of a difference in experience, a life of
20
mind
years.
difference that is in your mind?
Yeah, 20 years.
So you can't really compare a loss this early. His third year in. This is his third year in. To whether or not he'll be the GOAT. He still has a chance to bypass that man, regardless of if he lost. Because if he's anything like Canelo, he's gonna learn from this loss.
In the league that we have now, the way it's set up, no one, in my opinion, will ever come close to Brady's numbers.
No. See, that's the thing though. That's the thing though. Let's be honest. And this is another thing that I they changed the game to Brady's standards. They made calls so Brady could stay in the pocket.
Same thing they
You
talk
feel-
about with MJ. Same thing they talk about
Right.
with
Yeah, I was
Kobe.
gonna say,
Same
they
thing
did this
talk
for
about
Jordan,
with
too.
LeBron.
Right. That's
When you're great,
so
the
listen.
game conforms around you.
Right.
You're
Right.
right though. But listen, now we have kids that are adapting to that as well. You feel what I'm saying? What you got to understand is there's going to be a kid that's watching Mahomes right now that can't wait to go at him.
I hear what you're
It's
saying.
a never-ending cycle. But what Brady did was he changed the game for it to be offensive-minded. Like, defense can't do much anymore. They can't lower their head. They can't target a player. They can't do anything at all anymore, right?
Right.
They made it to where it's going to be a high-scoring game. So you made the game to where a Mahomes and a Brady can thrive in that atmosphere.
You want to know who I think is going to be that young guy? You ever heard of this kid? His name is Spencer, Oklahoma quarterback.
Black
Spencer.
dude.
He was on that show QB.
Is he a black dude, Rob?
Yeah,
I
think he's mixed. He might be mixed. Spencer Rattler.
But listen, I don't even know the dude, but I guarantee he's not better than Kyler Murray. So I don't even think that's the case. Because Kyler Murray is going to be on the come up. That's the one that's going to be on the come up. That's a baby Russell Wilson right there, Kyler Murray. Spencer Rattler. I see him, Rob. I see him. But there's no way. Kyler came from Oklahoma, was a Heisman Trophy winner, Rob. Spencer Rattler, I can already tell, is not no Heisman Trophy winner. I'm looking at.
The boy just got out of high school.
Stupid.
Hold on. So he's going to Oklahoma. He's going to Oklahoma.
He just got out of high school, man.
So hold on, but wait, he's entering Oklahoma or he's already there?
I don't know yet. I don't even know if he's
my goodness.
Look him up real quick.
Hold on.
Though. But hey, Malcolm, he's saying he's good though, bro. He's on the come up.
Get your boy.
Y'all laughing now. Y'all gonna hear that boy's name.
Clip. He don't even know if he's
hold
coming
on,
or going.
Rob.
I'm gonna look him up.
Look him up real quick, Malcolm.
Listen.
Spencer.
See what he's talking about.
Don't just look at him. Look at his numbers the last 3 years.
Hold on.
I think
last 3 years.
As far as quarterbacks coming out, I think your boy Trey Lance is gonna be a standout.
Trey Lance. I don't know who that is.
Out of
Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, you mean?
No.
Trey Lance. I haven't heard of Trey Lance.
He's from.
I'll look him up next. Y'all don't even know. You don't even know these players. Spencer Rattler is a.
I just can't think of the school.
He is a quarterback at Oklahoma currently. Rob, he's 20 years old, born in 2000. He plays for Oklahoma currently. He's light skinned with freckles and red hair.
Yeah, he's mixed. I think though. He's got like.
He looks like it. He looks like it.
I'm gonna tell you what. It's a bad boy.
What's he throwing?
He threw for 3,031 yards. Was 10th in the league, college. 28 touchdowns. Was 8th in the league. 7 interceptions, tied 85th in the league.
Not bad. Okay.
He's still like Kyler Murray.
That's
his first
freshman.
year.
If he's 20 years old,
yeah,
a true freshman.
He's a freshman. Yeah, he was a freshman.
Might be a red
6
shirt.
foot, 6'1", 205. Hold on, he played. Hold on. No, he played in 2019. It says too, because it has stats in 2019 as well.
He might have played on a blowout game or something, but.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that boy didn't. No.
Still negates him being a freshman.
Hey, Malcolm, he said the last 3 years.
Out of North Dakota.
He said the what?
I looked at
it.
I like to read scout
North
reports.
Dakota State. Okay.
I like to read the scout
I'm
reports.
watching my mic.
Look at the numbers for the last 3 years.
He's my sleeper.
He's
my sleeper this year.
He's 20. He's 6'4", 227, light skinned cat.
Yeah, he's my sleeper this year as far as the quarterback position goes.
And he threw for 149 yards this season, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. And he's a sophomore. I don't know, Cuddy. I don't know with these stats. Did he get hurt? He must have got hurt.
He must have got hurt.
Something happened to him.
I was about to say. Oh boy, I could have threw for that.
I mean, he went from well, whatever. Man.
He got other.
You're tripping, bro.
He started as a freshman too. He got other stats aside from that. That he got good promise. His mechanics is on. He doesn't run too often. That's one thing that I do like. I don't like a quarterback that's just quick to run. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody that stays in the pocket, and he has good mechanics, tight spiral on his balls. His long ball looks good, but
how about that Oregon quarterback?
It's a bad boy. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know his name. Tyler. Is it Tyler Show? Is it him? Tyler Show. Must be him. 6'5".
He was on QB1. He was on QB1 like a year ago.
Yeah, he seems like he's promising.
Listen, but that's the. Do you hear what we're talking about though? motherfuckers revert to talking quarterbacks because it's an offensive game.
Yeah.
It's an offensive game, and that's what you build around. You can't build around a running back anymore.
No, they're short.
You know
They're
what I mean?
short-lived.
Right.
They don't last as long.
That's
Yeah, they
also
don't last
why
as
you don't
long.
see there aren't feature backs anymore. There really
Well,
aren't.
you can't count out the teams that have dominant defenses too, though.
True.
Because it is an offensive game. But if you come into a season with a dominant defense, it will carry you.
That's
We saw
always
that for
been the
years
name of the
with the
game.
Baltimore
Defense.
Ravens and what teams like even the Buccaneers when they had their crew for a while. And
They
just like
say-
this year, we did not have a powerhouse offense even with the Colts, but we had the number 2 and number 1 defense at some point in the year, carried us all the way to the first round of the playoffs. So
Y'all was playing the Jets though. That don't count.
oh my God.
Because listen, y'all didn't show up in the playoffs. That's for damn sure. And the last
You know what's
defense of the
crazy though?
playoffs.
You know what's crazy, Mike? You know what's crazy, and I'll give you this one. I was watching that game, and I was thinking the Bills would have gave them a better game than this.
I think the Bills actually matched
Yes, sir.
up better against Tampa.
I
Would've
agree.
Yeah,
matched
the
up
Bills-
I
better.
agree.
The Bills
I agree.
the Bills definitely would have gave them a better game.
The problem
than that.
is the problem with the Bills and the Chiefs is it's just a bad matchup.
right.
It's just a bad matchup, and that's what football comes down to. Anybody that has coached football or played football knows that there are some just things that are bad matchups, and
Right.
the Bills especially deciding to go both times we played Kansas City not to pressure. That's a bad matchup,
Right.
because
Right.
they have better
Right.
talent.
I agree 100%.
Their
but
wide
that
receivers
thought-
kill our DBs, and our DBs are great in run support, but
Right.
they are not great coverage defensive backs.
They'd had to short ball the Bills.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
They would have
But-
had to try to do what
Hey.
they did tonight.
But I'm gonna give it up for their quarterback, though, man. I mean, Bill's got a good quarterback. For
Josh
his
will get
last
there.
3 years,
They do.
he has looked good.
Josh
They
will
do.
get there. And
They do.
I expect to
It's all.
see Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes at least a couple more times.
Hell no.
Okay.
No,
Well,
no.
see?
No.
He gonna pull a rug off under Mike like that.
All right.
Yeah.
You're
no,
talking
'cause
about
listen,
you're a
the Bills-
fucking Eagles
listen.
fan, dude. Sit down.
They don't- but hold on. But Mike, we've won. Hold on. Mike, we've won more recently than the Bills, and we won with less. So that's
What
not
are
even.
you
You
talking
can't even
about?
go with the Bills. We went. Listen, we
You're
even
talking
when-
about
even,
a backup
hold on.
quarterback,
Hold
Malcolm.
on. Even when we hold on.
When was the last? When were the Eagles last in the playoffs?
No
right.
shit.
Hold on.
Right.
We were just there last year.
Oh, you gonna make me look this up?
Look it up. And we
Actually,
just
you know
won the
what?
Super
I mean, the
Bowl.
Bills have been 3 years in a row now, or 3 out of the last 4. So after 30
Hey.
years of not making it, let
I'm
me
drawing
have
a
a
blank
minute, man.
myself at that.
And I'm just saying, I don't see Josh Allen and the Bills if they're matched up against the Ravens. I don't see them getting past Lamar Jackson because he.
We
I would-
killed
I would
Lamar.
not-
Right.
What are you talking about?
But
That Bills team next
We
year
listen.
is gonna be
literally
something to play
murdered
with.
him. We knocked him out of the fucking game.
That Bills
Yeah,
team
that's
is
how
so
they
serious,
got.
man.
That's how they got.
What are
they
you
got
talking
they beat them in the
about?
playoffs.
Listen. Lamar is bouncing back from COVID. Lamar was not
Listen,
normal Lamar.
Yeah,
listen.
okay.
If I'm being honest, Lamar's trash.
Hell no.
You wanna know
Lamar's
who
trash.
I'll compare him to? Since Malcolm's an Eagles fan, you remember McNabb? He would get to the playoffs every year. He would carry that Eagles team to the playoffs every time, kill all season, and would not finish. That's
I think
Lamar.
didn't I say that? Didn't I say Lamar Jackson is the James Harden of the
Yes,
NFL?
yes, you did.
I think I said that.
He'll
I said
get there
that.
every time. He'll
And then
get there every
he chokes
time.
it out. He chokes it out once he gets there, like James Harden.
Now, to bounce back on my point, Malcolm, from what I was making my claim from, with your boy Spencer, I just pulled it up here. From freshman year to his senior year in high school, before he went out there to Oklahoma and sat behind a good quarterback for one season, this boy had over 11,000 total yards, 120 touchdowns, okay, and averaged 285 yards a game. You gonna tell me
in college?
Yeah,
In college, right?
In high
But
school.
Look, in his first year as a freshman, 3,000 yards in college. You saw it yourself. That's nothing to play with, man.
But
You
listen,
can't tell me
but
that
listen,
boy
hold
ain't
on.
about to be something nasty.
So hold on. So I'm gonna go back to Cliff's point since you said that.
Or was it 2,000 you said?
Well, listen, it don't even matter. I'm gonna go back to Cliff's point since you said that.
Famous words.
Lamar
and people
Jackson was
losing
a dog
argument.
at Louisville. Lamar Jackson was a dog at Louisville.
Yeah, he
Dog at
was.
Louisville.
He was.
College
He
is
was.
different, though.
Exactly. Thank you. That's my point, Rob. You cannot convert what happens in college. What's going to happen in NFL? It's totally
Yeah, college is
different.
Look at
Totally
what's the boy?
different.
What's the one boy? Robert Griffin III.
True.
Man,
He was Jesus in college.
not
Baylor. Baylor.
It was
Baylor.
Baylor. It
Baylor.
was Baylor.
Yeah, it was Baylor.
He was Jesus in college.
But look at the quarterbacks who were great in college and they're great in the NFL. I mean,
There's
I
not
have
very
a valid
many.
point.
There's
There's
not very many.
There's not
There
very
aren't a
many.
lot.
Look at Tom Brady.
Right.
He was awful. He was awful in college.
Bingo. Number one
Rob.
right there.
He was awful at Michigan.
Rob, you heard Mike. Rob, you heard Mike. Jamarcus Russell was a dog at LSU.
And
Was a
then got
dog at
there
LSU.
and was shit
Yeah.
with the Raiders.
Trash.
Yeah,
Trash.
that was bullshit.
Kind of
right
reminds
there.
me
Y'all
of
know
Vince
that.
Young.
Vince Young, another one, balling.
Yeah.
at Texas.
Right? You're right. Dante
He-
Culpepper.
Any
He
Ohio
beat my
State
USC.
quarterback over the last 2 decades.
Mike, running backs too, because Cliff, your boy Elliott getting ready to take a pay cut or get released. I don't know if you heard, but
You said
Elliott's
who?
getting ready to get Ezekiel Elliott's getting ready to get a pay cut or get released. One of the two is about to happen because Jerry's tired of paying them. Listen, Jerry's. But my whole point is, to Mike's point, Ohio State product. Y'all ain't been fanning out too good lately in the NFL.
Running backs
Most
and
of y'all.
linebackers are a
Y'all
different
need
thing.
him though. Y'all sit down with him.
I'm out here with these guys.
Dallas can't let him go.
Sit down with me.
Mike, who you got over there? Buck.
No, my
Huh?
wife. My wife.
Oh, okay. Buck Nasty over there. He said, sit down with me. But man, listen, yeah, Rob, this is totally different from college to the pros, bro. You cannot say the same. You know what I mean?
I know a
It's not-
rising
it's
star
not
when
the
I see
same.
one, buddy.
Ooh, okay.
Listen,
Who is that? Who's it you saying?
right.
Who's the
Say his
rising
name
star?
again.
That Rattler
Spencer.
person.
Spencer Rattler, man.
Spencer Rattler.
Okay.
And you're saying he's gonna be something at Oklahoma. You're calling him a star right now.
Right.
I'm calling it right now.
Because he got over 12,000 yards.
I watched him play a nationally ranked game, okay, against my football, Ben Davis High School, where I played football.
Oh, okay,
For
okay,
years.
okay.
I sat and watched this boy. I've never seen. I wouldn't call anybody perfect. I wouldn't say I've seen perfection on that level.
So did he destroy Ben Davis?
Completely destroyed our. We were ranked number 3 in the nation.
But that's
Okay.
different, Rob. That's different levels of football. It's not. You can't.
No,
translate high
and then
school to
and then to
NFL.
see what he did, and then to see what he did his freshman year,
Okay.
I'm convinced.
And
Okay.
who they play and who they play. Like, there's so
It's
much more
Oklahoma,
to that.
man.
Who they play.
It's
It
Oklahoma.
don't matter if it's, it don't matter if it's Oklahoma. Look at Tua. Tua played average this year. He played maybe a little bit below average for real.
It doesn't
And
matter.
Tua
Tua has greatness in his blood.
Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
think- I don't think so.
disagree. No, I don't disagree.
I
don't
like Tua.
disagree.
Sorry.
That's a fighter.
Yeah, I don't.
Tua's a
disagree.
fighter. I don't care.
Yeah, I
To
don't.
go what he went through and come back and still be able to play at that caliber, I feel
And
like don't
to go
count
to
him
the
out
next
yet.
level. Yeah,
Don't
to
count
go on the
him out
next
yet.
level.
I don't disagree. I'm with Rob on that one.
I mean,
That
I
man's
just think
gone
it's
through fire. Gone through fire in the last year and a half.
I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
he's gonna be the greatest, but
Right,
he's
right.
he got a career ahead of him just off of the strength. I will say that.
right.
With Rob on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell with these guys. And then it depends on not only because it's a different league with the NFL, but what system do you get in? You may not fit into the system you get drafted to. You know what I mean?
You're
It just
absolutely
may not work
correct.
out for you. You know what I mean? You may shine Rob. I don't know what kind of Oklahoma offenses they run, but it may not probably be the same most likely wherever he goes to the NFL. Unless they adapt to him and run that kind of offense through him and has pieces around him.
What's my guy's name?
All I'm saying is right now, in the next 3 years, it's probably going to be where the most quarterbacks are going to be displaced.
Oklahoma.
You got a lot of
No,
I'm talking about in the NFL.
You're correct. You're correct.
In the NFL, period. There's a lot of quarterbacks on their way out of here. They're on their last legs.
Well, that's the NFC in a nutshell. I mean, you saw the stats. Like, the average age of a quarterback in the playoffs for the NFC was like 38.
Yeah. Listen, it's going to be beyond the NFC coming up in general. That was actually an episode I wanted to devote by itself of the quarterback shift going on right now. Like,
in the next 3 years, going to be a huge shift in quarterbacks.
Right. That's what I'm. No, I agree.
Teams are going to be completely restructured around quarterbacks. I promise you. It's been
like 18.
It was more of, I feel like, a defensive front the last 6 or 7 years coming into the last 2 years, whereas now teams offensively are structuring themselves around key components of quarterbacks and their styles.
Yeah,
because they see it wins championships. You know what I'm saying?
we got next month to see the quarterback carousel go off in
It's like 18 teams that wants quarterback. Matter of fact, they're supposed to get rid of Wentz this week. I heard this.
Y'all know what pissed me off?
Right.
Y'all know what pissed me off?
I think they're gonna keep
seeing Andrew Luck out there throwing passes and practicing.
Doing what?
Andrew Luck.
What?
Pissed me off, man.
Dang.
Pissed me off, man.
Why you go digging?
I want to see his face.
Robin mad at. I told you, Robin.
He's got to live, Rob.
He's got all the money rolled out. They still paid the man out. He left.
But they had to, though.
He's smart,
right?
He's smart. He went to Stanford.
Yeah, I agree.
They had to pay him out, though. They didn't have a choice. It wasn't like they had a choice.
Pissed me off, man.
Everybody's going to be looking for quarterbacks this year, Rob.
They ain't going to give us the old man on his last year.
Oh, well, y'all deserve that.
Phil Rivers, he didn't have a bad. Hold on, he didn't have a bad season for the Colts.
No, he didn't have a bad season.
It was his last one. He had to give it everything he had, Malcolm.
Rob.
We had more weapons
for old man.
He had to give it everything he had.
All right, well, listen. We about to wrap up here in a second, so
all right,
everybody. I want to hear
commercial.
We're gonna go around, and I want to hear everybody's thoughts on Super Bowl. What was it? 55.
55.
Yeah, 55.
55.
Yeah,
oldest you.
Thoughts on?
No, I'm just a year young. I'm just a year younger than it.
Listen. Ages
well, we can let the oldest start first, the old horse, since he's almost at the same age as the Super Bowl.
Whatever. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah. And to give my thoughts, once again, Brady is a GOAT.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Listen.
He's the GOAT.
Listen, I don't disagree.
He's letting you know. He's letting you know, and he's letting the world know he went from one team to another, in the same results. He got another ring for a finger. You know what I mean?
Man.
So
how many
that's what it is.
Fingers? God damn.
Good luck, Patrick Mahomes. Though he's
I'll
coming back.
I'll tell y'all my thoughts. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
The outcome was just as I expected.
Okay.
It was just as I anticipated on our last Zoom call.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The last time we spoke, when I made the comparison to the defense that the Raiders showed Kansas City twice this year and made them choke on that defensive schlong. Okay. The same thing happened tonight. Okay. They showed up defensively. They slowed them down. The penalties did not help because it took the air right out of them. The first half, their morale was so low just from the defensive penalties.
I agree.
They were digging themselves in an offensive hole on the other side of the field, and they couldn't dig themselves out of it.
You right.
It cost them in the end.
Penalties wasn't enough. You right.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I saw it coming, but I saw it coming.
You're correct. The penalties were not enough. But let's keep it moving. Mark, what about you?
Right. Like y'all said, I mean, Brady's the GOAT. You know what I mean? And I'm going to go ahead as far as to say I think Brady is the GOAT of any sport at this point of all time. Anybody. I don't care what sport, who it is. I think Brady solidified himself number one out of all sports at this point. 43 years old, 7 rings. Hell, he passed Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, he's, so that's just my opinion. Domination by the Bucs on offense and defense. But yeah, it was a blowout.
Yeah, I agree with you as well, sir. What about you, Michael?
I mean, at the end of the day, this was an opportunity for there to be a passing of the torch, and the old guard wasn't ready to let go yet. So
right.
I'm gonna give it in a positive here. Tom Brady and Gronkowski hit the showers, and I pray you don't fucking come back because I'm tired of y'all.
Wow. I heard that.
Oh shit! You know what? I was gonna give my hit the showers to Ed Reed. I was gonna give my hit the showers to Ed Reed tonight, but what I will say is, I feel like this game, this Super Bowl, was just as bad as the commercials. Everything was awful about it.
Even the halftime.
Everything
was
was
trash.
Awful.
And it was depressing. It was depressing. I was depressed.
I don't know what it is.
Stage.
Listen, we've been in COVID, America. Give us something.
This was the last straw of COVID in 2020.
Right?
This was
What the
2020's dying grasp on the nation.
And you fucked everything up for us.
Right.
I can't say the best part of this for me might have been
What?
knowing that the Doritos 3D are back.
Oh,
Because those sons of bitches are fucking tasty.
ready it out. That's
Yep.
it right there.